changing. Do you have any thoughts on not Steven, but just the idea of you talk about monk chips, analysts who just live outside, just make a lot of noise, versus the ones who are kind of more guarded and
Yeah, no, I think it's a conscious decision you make as an analyst. I mean, at the end of the day, you're an individual,
woo.
and you don't sort of turn off your mind once you leave work. I think ITSM a lot. So if I'm at the grocery store and I see something interesting, I might be inclined to tweet about it. And I think Twitter's just the forum to sort of get that real time thought out there. I don't have to go through a formal process to have my thoughts evaluated. So I think a lot of analysts are turning to it to say, yeah, here's a sort of unfiltered, off the cuff thought of mine. And I think 140 characters is perfect for doing that exact function. So I think you're going to continue to see a lot more analysts do that in response to the fact that a lot of our peers in this space, and I'm going to call them competitors, a lot of peers in our space are doing that as well. And there's a ton of value our customers can extract from that, non-clients and customers can extract from that, the wider community can extract from it. So I don't tweet enough, but I feel like
no, wait a minute. I'm
well,
not
I
going to let
don't.
that
I
go.
don't.
I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let you do that. Sorry. You might never come back on the show, but I'm not going to let you say that.
All right.
Where did you read? What book? I missed it. Said that you had to tweet a certain amount.
Well, no, it's not a certain amount. I just feel if you had to do a metric and it was like followers per tweet, I'm almost like 1-to-1. And I'm looking and I'm saying I probably need to get more out there, but I just feel like I'm okay with sort of holding thoughts for a while. But when I do have something to say, I'll take it to the airwaves.
As a customer of your tweets, Jared, I can tell you have the perfect amount of tweets. You're doing perfectly for me.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
I think if you were to tweet more, you'd become actually less relevant.
Exactly.
So the signal to noise ratio would be too high. You just gotta
maybe.
Well, for you, but signal to noise ratio is different for everybody. I mean, your stuff is different. I mean, Stephen Mann can go on there and say, "I saw a cop today eating a pot pie pound random." I'm used to that. I'm already ready to filter that out. I think if you start jacking around, I'm not giving you advice here on the podcast, but if you start jacking around with what you're doing, it's just like, dude, no, I like it right where it's at.
Yeah. So don't be the Lil Wayne of Twitter and just say anything.
Only if I could be the Nicki Minaj.
Gross. Chris is Nicki Minaj. Fantastic.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you for being on the show.
No, thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. Big fan of yours in particular. Thank you for representing multiple types of people and communities and thoughts, and always being more real than most of the people